Yo guys, welcome to another stream.
Or maybe a YouTube video. I don't know. Maybe this finishes on YouTube.
I wanted to do a video on this, but then I know Kirovsky did a video on this. I didn't watch his video yet, but I mostly agree with what he's saying. So I already addressed Faceit's update regarding the lies and everything on here. So he's probably gonna address the same lies. I found this very cringe. However, this here, look at this. I wanna show you something. Are DMA cheats a thing of the past on Faceit, or is it still a continuing battle? So if you go far back, they made this tweet where they're saying fighting cheat myths, you see, and strengthening verification and everything. And then they say here that they can detect DMA, that it's misinformation, that they can detect DMA. Does Faceit anti-cheat detect DMA cheats? Yes. So they're not undetected, they detect them, right? And then they do an update here where are they detectable? We have seen a huge decrease in cheating attempts, detections with DMA cheats in the past few weeks as we have been ramping up the EOMU requirements. So this was 2 days ago, 26th October, 24th October. I just want to show you how much they lie so you can compare everything I told you in the past to all the lies that they serve. Like, I don't have the reach which Faceit has. So when Faceit posts something, a lot of people see that and they believe that, and then they don't have the opportunity to see me or Kirovsky or some other content creators who explain to them the truth. Now, this is a really good example to compare how much Faceit lies. What date was this? 27th October. 8 months ago, they can detect DMA. Yes, they got this. Now, in 24th October, they see a decrease in the DMA after they have enabled EOMU on multiple people. So it took them 8 months to enable EOMU in order for the users to see a decrease. Why? When EOMU is the only thing that can detect DMA. And why are they ramping it up? Why not just put the settings yes to everybody? Because if they do yes to everybody and you need EOMU, they're gonna lose a ton of boosters, smurfers, and free premium $5.
Yo guys, since the market's crashed and a lot of you got sad because of it, I'm here to change that and make 30 of you happy. I'm giving away 30 CS2 knife skins, so 30 winners total. Join now, link is in the pinned comment.
So if they enable EOMU, they're gonna lose even more people. But in the past they say, yes, we can detect DMA, but EOMU is the only thing that can actually stop DMA. So they're just now, as we have been ramping up EOMU, they're just now starting to remove the people who are using DMA by forcing them to use EOMU. And they don't want to do it to the whole scene because they're going to lose money. But they lied. So that's like saying, yes, we can detect DMA because we have 2 people who have EOMU enabled on their account. And that means, yes, we can detect DMA. But do we decide to detect it on everybody? No. No, of course not, because we need the $5 to $10 they pay us so they can, boost. And as well, if there's any cheater out there, I don't want to do it on stream, I can get banned and everything, just make a Steam account, make a Faceit account, and play with your DMA, and look how long it will take before anybody detects you, because they don't enable it on everybody who comes to play, meaning, and this is confirmed, I checked with boosting services, boosters use DMA to cheat, and they can now make a new account, boost the account, make it awful for low levels, for new people, so for noobs, for everybody to play, boost the account, and then just put it on sale. With DMA, because EOMU has to get manually set for accounts. Sadly, when I came to stream, they closed the Reddit ticket, so I couldn't ask questions. If I could ask questions, it would be GG. This has helped a lot. We have also noticed that many providers selling these cheats have now stopped advertising they are undetectable on Faceit. So only now they're undetectable, but Faceit here said that everything is detectable. So I don't know what. It's hard to believe somebody who tells you in February of the same year, hey guys, it's a myth that you can cheat on Faceit, and then the same year in this, October tells you now the cheat providers are saying they can't cheat anymore on Faceit. So was it before you couldn't cheat, or is it now you can't cheat, or what if we find a video of somebody cheating in 10 days? Is it then a new announcement like no guys, those 2 announcements before? No. That was we were testing. Now really you can cheat. Let's see what Hekerowski has to say, because I hope he called them out on their lies as well.
For me to react to this update, and of course here I am. But why I didn't do it the same day? Because I wanted to investigate a little bit, to talk with some high elo players, to see what's happening on their PCs. Because Faceit saying something, I don't really believe them, because you know me, I found many lies in their words. So let's start with this. So Faceit anti-cheat TPM 2.0, secure boot YOM and VBS final rollout. Okay, let's see. Faceit anti-cheat final rollout of TPM 2.0, secure boot.
Look at this. I forgot to say this. IOMU began in April 2025, but they said in February 2025 that they can detect DMA. Like, bro, I don't know, do they see what they announced before and then check what they're gonna announce now? Because these dudes lying to themselves, bro.
This blog outlines the schedule for the final rollout of Windows security settings, everything we said, to keep improving our protection against different type of advanced cheats across all matchmaking and official matches hosted on Faceit. The requirements described in this blog are not entirely new, as this rollout has been progressing in stage for months and years across different security settings. Today,
the only thing they've been doing for years is secure boot.
most Faceit players are already compliant with these standards, so they will not need to change settings in the near future. Okay, what they are doing here? They are talking about these measurements you need to turn on in your BIOS in order to play on Faceit. Like this, they are talking about mandatory, enforcing these things. Like when you got before on your anti-cheat, when you get some, you need secure boot, so you can click OK and play. But then enforcing is you cannot start playing on Faceit, you cannot start your anti-cheat if you don't have a secure boot or TPM 2.0.
That's how it was for me. I didn't even need secure boot or TPM to play on Faceit, and I was like on CSGO above 4k elo. On CS2 I wasn't playing that much, but even CS2 it wasn't enabled. I could play without both of those.
And also just to understand what they're doing right now. But this...
So they say that it's already enabled for more than 95% of players, but I already know that my PC and Vanja's account didn't need it. So it's strange that it's for 95%, but somehow neither do I or Vanja need it, because you saw me playing CS2 on my PC, and you saw me playing CS2 on Vanja's account on the same PC. So you know for a fact that mine or Vanja's account doesn't require this, because I played with both accounts on the same PC where it's not enabled.
What I'm saying, this info about people who don't know what's happening, they are new on Faceit, coming from Premiere because it's overrun with cheaters, so they're coming to only option Faceit, To ensure that they can keep playing on Faceit without interruption, the Faceit anti-cheat will display an error message as soon as you are required to enable any new settings. And if you need help, please review the guides we have prepared for you. Guides are okay, but most of these things is better to find on YouTube, right? Actually, what I just said, they just confirm it in these letters right here. Today's update is grouped into 3 categories of requirements. First is TPM 2.0 and secure boot from 25 of November 2025. Both TPM 2.0 and secure boot will be required for all players. Those requirements are already enabled for more than 95% of players today. Should be 100%. I don't know why are we always having 95%. Why are we letting 5?
Because then when you see that it's not enabled for you or for me or for Vanja, we're just in those 5%. Definitely everybody else has it enabled, definitely.
5% don't have that mandatory, but okay, doesn't matter. I will not need picking. Let's say 95. So TPM 2.0 and secure boot in the world of cheating is bypassed for a long time, for years now, bypassed, a long time ago.
So that was bypassed 4 years ago, but we have it at 95% in October of 2025. So Faceit is just 4 years late.
But okay, it's just one measure, like one precaution that they needed for anti-cheat to be more effective. It's all understandable, But when you see some kernel level anti-cheat, it's like you need 2.0 TPM and secure boot, you need that. You need to understand it's nothing special. It's nothing special, but it's just, it's better to have that. I mean, if anti-cheat is asking for that, it's okay. I mean, I see Battlefield and Call of Duty. We ask for this. You need to have this, and I'm just laughing because I know it's easy to bypass that. IOMO and VBS. This rollout began in April 2025. It was they have a post from April 2025. I think it was 15th of April. I'm not really sure, but you can find it on internet. They start with IOMO, like IOMO is implemented now. They can block DMA cards, but for some reason it wasn't pushed. Like until I started mentioning that in the videos more often and investigating what it does, I was surprised why this is not mandatory for everyone. Because by my testings, IOMO doesn't affect FPS, and people are spreading false info like, it's affecting FPS. For me, it was literally 10 FPS average I lost, and I gained 8 FPS 1% low, which is better. You know, if I can change my average FPS a little bit to have better 1% lows, it's always better, you know. And we have more than 60% of Faceit players with both settings enabled. I wouldn't...
Bro, I don't... It is a lie.
I wouldn't really say it's 60%, but let's say they're saying the truth. But I'll tell you why. These settings had been mandatory for all Faceit players above 3,000 ELO. And again, I know I ask many 3,000 ELO players, and they don't have IOMO on.
I'm saying, like, bro, Faceit only lies, bro, nowadays. It's not the same Faceit in CSGO and now, bro. It's not the same.
Many have IOMO Auto, but if you search what different is from IOMO Auto to IOMO On, enabled, it's Auto is just blocking some device, working with some device, and enabled actually blocks all of these DMA cards and everything. So Auto is probably, you can just bypass it. Auto means nothing, and enable is like enforcing on your whole PC, on every device, full sandboxing the DMA cards. So that's why when you see when they say like 60%, I instantly don't believe them. When they say that 95% of players have TPM 2.0 in secure boot, that's okay, but again, I don't believe him. It's 95% players. When they ask IOMO is enforced on everyone who is above 3k ELO, I don't trust him. I know a guy who is 4k ELO and he has IOMO on out. Again, they are not doing...
As well as, this is why I told you about no cries. Faceit didn't allow anybody else to come there to the offices to look at no cries playing and to check everything and to see what Faceit found or didn't found. They didn't allow anybody and didn't even reply to anybody asking. And then they came out with a statement like, yes, this happened, yes, this happened, yes, his whole story is true. And you ask them, where's proof? And they're just like Austin. The proof is, trust me, bro.
What they're saying, and that's why I just don't trust them. Like, I am not some guy who always go negativity against Faceit, but I'm just telling you that I know people who are above 3k ELO, and if you need me to make a video and literally use the camera and ask my friends who are over 3k ELO to show me that IOMO is not enabled and that they can play Faceit, I'll do it. I mean, I can always prove it, no problem with me.
Yeah, but maybe Faceit now go and force it on them.
And why I say this, because I want Faceit to enforce IOMO. I want Faceit to ask any player, not only...
But as well, having it mandatory above 3k ELO is what I said before. Boosting services have people playing on accounts with DMA on Faceit and then boosting up to 2.5k ELO, 2.8, 2.4, 2k ELO, and then selling those accounts as level 10s. And they make money off of that. So they have it at 3k ELO plus. But what about all those smurfers and boosters and people making money off of accounts they sell before that? Are those customers not important? Are those players not important? Are those people not giving you the same $10, $5 as the people above 3k ELO?
Any player that plays ESEA should be under these, like enforcing IOMO on them. Any player. I will turn it on. You need me? I mean, right now I restarted my BIOS. I don't have it on. They don't ask me. I'm 2.6k ELO. I mean, I'm not even grinding Faceit, but it's okay. I don't play it. It's okay. They don't ask me to turn IOMO. But again, I have no problem with it. I played with it. I tried it. I tested.
So they have more than 60% of Faceit players with both settings enabled. He's 2.5k ELO and he doesn't have it mandatory on his account. I don't have it. Vanya doesn't have it. Somehow we're falling into those 40%. But isn't it true that only like 10% of whole Faceit is above 3 kilo. Like, there's a very small amount of players who are so good. Mostly the big majority of players are like level 2s, 3s, 4, 5, 6, under 3 kilo. So how is it that 60% have it enabled mandatory, but then like the smallest percentage are the ones above 3 kilo? And then you just see here 3 people who don't have it.
If you go and watch benchmarks between Windows 10 and Windows 11, you don't see much difference. And if you're a competitive player in CS2, you can easily have a custom Windows 11 that works great with lowest latency. One of them is from FrameSync Labs, FSOS. So FrameSync OC, very good plug and play Windows. You can install it. You don't need to worry about, yo, my Windows 11 is bloated. There are a lot of people in community that make really good custom Windows, or you can deploy your own Windows. Them ending Windows 10 support, you can literally make Windows 11 even better than Windows 10, supporting these new CPUs, working better with these new CPUs. You can make it to look like Windows 10. It's really simple. I debloated my Windows 11. I made it to have the best input latency, system latency, actually. Do not get worried about, I understand many people are like, we like Windows 10. Trust me, switching to debloated Windows 11. This is why we are enforcing settings like IOMO in stages, and it's why in the industry these requirements are still being enforced on only a small portion of the player base currently.
Wait, I don't get it now. This is why we are enforcing settings like human stages, and it's why that in the industry these requirements are still being enforced on only a small portion of the player base currently. Doesn't it say up here 60% of people have human? Whoa. We have more than 60 of Faceit players with both settings enabled. These requirements are still being enforced to only a small portion of the player base currently. If you have 100% of people and you enable something on 60% of people, that's not small. That's more than half. But what is happening?
But I wanna tell you that it will not stop cheating on Faceit. The cheats you have, DMA is very popular, yes, because it's hard to detect, and they are using it even in Valorant. Now, Valorant also has IOMO. They are the first one to just announce it. Yo, we're using IOMO on Twitter and like something crazy. While other anti-cheats actually have IOMO implementation from April, from early this year. You have bootable cheats, and they are detectable. Now, bootable cheats are detectable, but again, with proper coding, it's not that easy. So people can use bootable cheats to have cheats in the game, as I showed that in the video. And why I say it's detectable, because the guy who was actually using that cheat and selling that cheat from my video, he got banned. Yeah, it's detectable. Somehow Faceit got that guy and banned him. And then you have cheats who are like very, it's very expensive and very hard to get. Literally, your motherboard needs to go under some, how to say that? Like they need
Customization.
To do something to your motherboard to implement SMM cheats. It's not just something you download, you put in your PC, or you put some device in your PC. No, SMM cheats work literally in the workspace of your CPU, and you need to have a special build for that cheat to work. Can be detected, but ultra hard, and that's why that cheat is very expensive, and it's not easy to use, and someone else needs who really know your specific PC, your specific motherboard, can build the build for you and implement that SMM cheats. That's how I know the cheating will not stop. But I really support implementing IOMO. And people say, oh, this will be bypassed that easily. It's not that easy. If you have a proper anti-cheat, a proper implementation of IOMO is very hard to bypass. That's why you will find numbers like 99.99% of DMA cheats will be stopped. It means 1 in 100 maybe can make it work. And maybe it will get detected, So yeah, that's what I can say. Is it good update? Yes. But are they lying? Yes. Are they enforcing on every 3 kilo player? No. Are they enforcing on every 4 kilo player? No. Yeah, they definitely need to start to do that. If you are competing, definitely you need Yomu and every requirement.
But that's what I'm saying. You have so many cheaters on Faceit in the tournaments, in ESCA advanced and stuff, and you saw even Thomas and them complaining they're getting so many cheaters in qualifiers. But Faceit say it's enabled for everybody above 3K. But those qualifiers and tournaments are being played on above 3K. There's no way that all these players have the SMM or whatever it is. So I don't know what to think about this. I said it from the start. They're lying. Faceit is lying.